Is it time to buy or sell SPDR S&P 500 ETF? In this video, we are diving deep into the SPDR S&P 500 ETF. Our initial report was published on our website on Wednesday, the 28th of May, 2025. And now, we are here to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You do not want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and deep analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since the 27th of May, 2025, our system has classified the SPDR S&P 500 ETF as a hold or accumulate, assigning it a score of negative 0.33. Now, let's examine the ETF's performance during this time frame. The ETF has experienced its usual fluctuations, but currently reflects a loss of negative 0.58% since we made our initial hold or accumulate recommendation. This amounts to an average loss of negative 0.29% per day since it was designated as hold or accumulate. The exchange-traded fund is positioned at the upper section of a broad and gently rising trend in the short term. This scenario typically presents a favorable selling opportunity for short-term traders, as a reaction back towards the lower segment of the trend is expected. A breakout above the upper trend line at $596.54 would initially indicate a stronger rate of increase. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential change of approximately 2.79% over the next 3 months, with a possible return ranging between negative 11.56% and positive 4.33%. Considering the longer term, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of 5.30%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could fluctuate between negative 10.29% and positive 11.31% over the next year. In present terms, this would position the future price somewhere between $527.27 and $654.20. Our latest daily update for the SPDR S&P 500 ETF features the headline, SPDR S&P 500 ETF downgraded to hold accumulate. The SPDR S&P 500 ETF price decreased by approximately 0.579% on the last trading day, which was Wednesday, the 28th of May, 2025. The price dropped from $591.15 to $587.73. Throughout the last trading day, the ETF fluctuated by 0.127%. Ranging from a low of $586.99 to a high of $587.73. The price has increased in 6 out of the last 10 days and is up by 0.16% over the past 2 weeks. Interestingly, the trading volume fell alongside the ETF price, which is generally a positive indicator, as volume should align with price movements. On the last day, the trading volume decreased by 3 million shares, resulting in a total of 66 million shares traded, amounting to approximately $38.99 billion. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest price for the ETF was $613.23, while the lowest was $481.80. Currently, the price stands 4.16%, or $25.50, below the 52-week high of $613.23, which also marks the all-time high for the ETF. Markets are currently trading with hesitation as investors await key tech earnings, particularly from Nvidia, whose positive outlook surrounding artificial intelligence and chip demand has been fueling optimism. However, concerns about potential revenue write-downs linked to China are casting a shadow. The SPDR S&P 500 ETF, or SPY, has dipped slightly by 160% today, reflecting this cautious sentiment. Additionally, upcoming data on personal income and spending could provide insights into consumer resilience, with forecasts predicting modest increases. This follows a strong March, suggesting that consumer dynamics may support market stabilization or recovery in the longer term. Despite these headwinds, there is notable market activity driven by various stocks. For instance, Abercrombie & Fitch surged by nearly 26% after exceeding earnings estimates, while Macy's faced a 2.7% decline due to a profit outlook cut amid tariff challenges. On a broader scale, recent optimism around European Union tariff delays has buoyed market sentiment, leading to significant inflows into SPY and other ETFs, with a $23.5 billion surge last week reflecting renewed investor confidence. In summary, while the SPY faces short-term pressures from mixed earnings reports and economic data, the market's underlying resilience and positive trade developments may set the stage for a more favorable long-term outlook. The following signals have been identified for the SPDR S&P 500 exchange-traded fund. The SPDR S&P 500 ETF holds buy signals from both short-term and long-term moving averages, indicating a positive outlook for the fund. Additionally, there is a general buy signal stemming from the relationship between these two averages, with the short-term average positioned above the long-term average. During any downward corrections, support can be expected at $587.40 and $558.78. A drop below either of these levels will trigger sell signals. Some negative signals have also been generated, which may impact short-term developments. A sell signal was issued from a pivot top point on Monday, May 19, 2025. And so far, it has declined by 1.21%. Further declines are indicated until a new bottom pivot is established. Moreover, there is currently a sell signal from the 3-month Moving Average Convergence Divergence, or MACD. Volume decreased alongside the price during the last trading day, which helps to mitigate overall risk, as volume typically follows price movements. Here are some additional signals that may pique your interest. Moving Average Convergence Divergence, sell signal, pivots, sell signal from 7 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal from 11 days ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal from 3 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal from 24 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicates a buy signal from 20 days ago. When examining the 12-month chart, we can observe short moving average, buy signal from 25 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal from 13 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicates a buy signal from 2 days ago. For more signals, be sure to visit our page at StockInvest.us. Support, risk, and stop loss for SPDR S&P 500 ETF. On the downside, the ETF finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $548.62 and $505.28. There is a natural risk involved when an ETF is testing a support level, since if this is broken, the ETF may then fall to the next support level. In this case, SPDR S&P 500 finds support just below today's level at $548.62. If this support is broken, then the next one from accumulated volume will be at $505.28 and $504.38. This ETF is usually traded at a good volume, and with minor daily changes, the risk is considered to be low. During the last day, the ETF moved $0.74, representing a change of 0.127% between high and low. For the last week, the ETF has had a daily average volatility of 1.11%. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for the SPDR S&P 500 ETF. In the event of an upward trend, the first resistance level for the SPDR S&P 500 ETF is at 590.38. If you do not own any shares, it may be wise to wait for this level to be breached before entering a position. For those already holding the ETF, this could serve as a level to consider for swing trading. On the downside, the SPDR S&P 500 ETF encounters its first support level at 548.62. If this support level holds, it may present a favorable entry point, anticipating a rebound. A recommended stop loss is set at $564.58, reflecting a decrease of 3.94%. This exchange-traded fund exhibits low daily movements, which translates to a lower risk profile. Currently, there is a sell signal indicated by a pivot top identified 6 days ago. Is SPDR S&P 500 ETF a good buy? SPDR S&P 500 presents several positive signals. However, we do not believe these are sufficient to classify it as a buy candidate. At the current level, it should be viewed as a hold candidate, suggesting either to maintain or accumulate in this position while we await further developments. Due to some minor weaknesses in the technical landscape, we have adjusted our analysis conclusion for this ETF since the last evaluation, changing it from a buy to a hold or accumulate candidate. After assessing the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Thursday, the 29th of May, we anticipate that SPDR S&P 500 ETF will open lower by approximately 24 cents, starting at $587.48. We remind you that trading involves a significant risk of losing money, and it is advisable to consult with a financial advisor before making any decisions regarding the purchase or sale of securities. Your investment choices should not rely solely on StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment decisions. This is our current perspective on the exchange-traded fund. Do you agree or disagree? Please comment below and share your thoughts. What is your target for the exchange-traded fund? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. With warm regards from all of us here at StockInvest.